What's up, fam? Welcome to Let's Let Us Speak Truth. I am your host, Nick. We got the pen on here, but y'all, today we got a special guest, Mr. Nick Bossin. I want to introduce him to y'all, and I want to let him
Hello, hello.
a little bit about himself and his brand.
Hello, hello, hello. How you doing? Thank you for having me, Nick. I appreciate it. I met Nick a few years ago. She's a great supporter of my brand, and of course, I support everything she does. My name is Nick Bossin, as she mentioned. Just like the hat right here, Boston. This is actually the original design, the white with the red S's. That's the first design I ever had. I started the clothing brand back in 2016. This was like after I like quit my job. I used to sell cars. I worked for Enterprise Rent a Car. I decided, after 5 years working with them, I was, the corporate thing wasn't my thing, and I wanted to kind of branch out and do my own thing. So I went to film school, because I had passion in learning how to use a camera. I learned how to use a camera and kind of started just at the same time, Facebook, I made a Facebook account. So I was just posting everything I was doing. I was really like hustling. I took my same hustle that I always had, applied it to my camera work. So, I was in Orange County, Los Angeles, San Diego. I was shooting different things, whatever. I would shoot children. I would shoot weddings. I would shoot, church ceremonies. I would shoot girls, whatever. So people started to kind of know that. That was my first brand was Iconic. And then I came up with the brand Bossin because my last name is Lawson actually, but I had my director name was Nick Bossin, and so after my name got pretty famous, I got published in the New York Times. I did some great work with the camera, and I just decided to put the Bossin and make the S's red and put it as a logo. I started making shirts. I actually didn't even make the shirts to sell them. I actually put them on a couple models. I was doing some photography, and people started asking me to buy the shirts. So, I started to be creative and started saying, well, everyone's doing like hats and T-shirts and hoodies. So I started kind of branching out into doing the female apparel, the activewear. And then, it just kind of took off from there, developed a kind of started doing pop-up shops in San Diego because I didn't have a store. And, did a couple fashion shows, and it's taken off. God has blessed me. I've been across the country, and, I'm doing some great things. I'm out here in Los Angeles now. You can follow me on Instagram on Bossin INC, and then the website is thebossinlifestyle.com because Bossin is a lifestyle. And I'll tell you, it's called Bossin because the boss is inside of you. Everything in life is manifested from the inside out. So, this is, when I say I follow God, not man. And so that's the Bossin side of me, that decided to make that decision. So that's my brand. I appreciate you guys for taking the time to listen. And I'm excited to get on this show and give my opinion about the topic today.
Yes. And y'all, his gear is dope. I'm telling you, I got a lot of it, just so you know, because I am a boss. Okay.
That's right.
What was our topic last week? What's a boss? I still got to work, so I'm really not a boss.
That's not true.
Yeah, I know. Well, today's topic, y'all, is going to be pet peeves in a relationship.
Oh.
What are some pet peeves in a relationship? And I'm going to say the first one. Being controlling. I hear all kind of pop. Trav, was that you? Or was that
no?
Oh, okay. What are some pet peeves, y'all?
It ain't being in control because sometimes somebody's got to have control. Somebody got to have a hold of the wheel.
Thank you, brother Steve.
Whatever.
Hey, I felt that was an attack right here. Like, hold on, what you mean?
Thank you, brother Steve. Relationship with a certain amount of control. If you got somebody let you do what you want to do, ain't nothing going on.
Trav, are you on your phone or the computer?
I'm on the computer. You can't hear me?
It's loud. Where's your mic?
Want me to turn that mic down?
Yeah, a little bit.
Is that better?
Let's see. Say something.
Is that better?
No, you're still loud as hell.
Is that better?
Yeah,
he sounds normal on my end.
We're good. We're good.
You gotta have on headphones to really hear the difference in it.
Oh, okay. Okay, go ahead. So controlling.
Steve, I'm loud.
Now you straight. Go ahead, man.
Thank you for your support, sir.
Shut man. I throw this.
And also, brother, Bossin, hey
Yes, sir.
man, you're doing a good job out there, brother. I don't know, but I'm gonna support you.
Yes, sir.
I like sweatshirts, so if you got something, I'm buying.
Yes, sir. I got some for you, brother. It's that
All right,
season, so I definitely we're gonna get together and I'm gonna show you what I got, man.
for sure,
Appreciate
for
that.
sure.
Appreciate
Now,
that.
Nick, back to what you said. You said something about
Being controlled.
control. You
Yeah.
said control.
I think when someone has too much control, that's a pet peeve. Like, don't try to dictate everything. Compromise.
So is that taking control, or you just talking about you gave us some control and they just took too much?
I think that's
No.
you gotta unpack that for us. You gotta unpack that for us because that's a very
Okay.
broad thing to say.
Exactly.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, cause I mean,
Okay, look. So what if you get with somebody and they're all like super cool, you're vibing, everything is great. You're like, oh shit, I can feel this person and everything is good. Then all of a sudden they don't and you were out with your friends, like you let the girl or the girl was able to go out with the friends, the guy was able to go out with his homeboys, and all of a sudden you guys get together and now he don't want you going out with your girls no more. He's controlling. You can't go here.
True.
It just don't go. It just don't get to
well,
that. There's got to be steps to that. There's levels, as they say.
Okay, yeah, there could be levels of that. There could be levels. But I'm saying if you get with somebody and that's what they were doing already, and then all of a sudden you all move in together, let's say, and then all of a sudden she can't go hang out or he can't go hang out, or where you going? How long you gonna be out?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's extreme, but I will say behaviors do have to change. I mean, because people could say, you when you met me, was doing when we met you, we wasn't together, we wasn't living together. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I could say honestly, well, for some, I would say a pet peeve, just piggybacking off of that, is probably like, I'm trying to not be broad, like, and say, I guess sometimes it's probably like friends outside of the relationship. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's sometimes that guys, we don't really like, we're cool with you because we know you, but that girl you hanging with, we know what she up to. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that could be something that'll make you be like, you shouldn't be hanging out with her. You know what I mean? But it's like, it's been my friend since, but it's like, hey, I mean, right. You know what I'm saying? You know she a hoe. You know what I mean? And it's just, so it's like,
What about taking your partner for granted?
That's a woman's statement.
I'm a woman, so I'm gonna say that. What about
a woman's statement though? No man says that.
Some men do say that. Some men do say they.
That means he sits down when he pees.
Travis.
What?
Okay. So
you taking me for granted. You taking me for granted.
By the time
Bossin, no man does his neck like that. That's terrible.
Can I talk to you? You've been really taking me for granted lately.
Look at his That's a LeBron James move. He's like a LeBron. That's a LeBron move in the face.
How do men phrase that?
How do men? Okay.
How do men phrase it?
Well,
women say we feel like you taking us for granted. How we
guys say that we're not.
You appreciate me. You appreciate me.
Yes.
As long as we understand that the feeling exists on both sides, I'm cool.
Okay. We just use two different words. A woman will say they took us for granted, and a man will say you don't appreciate what I do. Okay. But it's the same feeling.
True.
Hey, Trudy.
Yes.
Trav, you are loud.
Yeah.
I'm a bag that.
But yours is already attacked though. Like you took me for, you know what I mean? It's like you took me for granted. Like, wait a minute, hold on.
Trudy, how long like this?
Ours is more just a reminder, like some appreciation. It could be,
Trudy.
What's your question?
How long your voice gonna be like this?
Weather get still out and get it back, man.
I'm just saying, you still sound like Lou Rawls.
But then you Travis.
Oh wow.
You'll never find someone that loves you like the way that I do. I don't know what's happened to you. Your voice ain't like that, Tootie. I want the old Tootie back.
I miss her too, but I can't control the weather.
I'm gonna leave it.
Like it's 50 down here right now.
You better
And it's
stop.
been cold all weekend. I can't do nothing about it because it's driving me crazy.
Well, I think another pet peeve is when someone says they're going to do something and they don't do it. Like they just do not follow through, especially when it's their idea.
Yeah.
And they don't follow through on it. So I think that's a pet peeve when someone is anticipating something or somebody is expecting something and that person is continually giving false hope, false promises, and just not following through on their word.
You know what? One thing that I did read that was something that men really hate. Well, women too. We don't like it either. Being compared to your ex. Is that a pet peeve?
Yeah.
If that motherfucker was good, you can't help but to compare though. You can't really help but to compare. If that motherfucker was good, you can't help but to compare.
Yeah, nah, I don't.
I'm just
It's how you do it, how you come about it.
Nah, don't be bringing up no other.
You gonna justify that?
Huh?
You gonna justify that statement?
Can I explain it?
No. Yeah, because I'm just saying, if you mess around with a woman and she told you, I mean, you a good dude, but your dick ain't good as my ex, how you gonna feel?
Then I'm gonna go. They put turbos on race cars to it, so I'm gonna add something to what I got going to bring my level up.
No, it might just be you got bad size. You can't fix that.
Huh? I'm like Clarence Carter. If my shit ain't good enough, I'll put it in your ass. So
I hate everything about you.
We have understanding.
Judy, you started.
For real.
I didn't want to go there, but I'm ready to.
Now we all know that Trav is lying because he don't mess with
big time, real loser, real liar.
Why you always lying?
He's still going off.
You don't even know. Unmute you, Trav. Unmuted you.
Because we knew you was on that Google.
Always lying. Always lying.
Every time. Real liar. That's what that RL stand for.
Man, y'all need to stop. But getting back to the comment, that was just made, not by Trav, but
Lanita.
Y'all got to understand, man, there's a difference between a pet peeve and then trying to hurt somebody's feelings. If you with some, if you compare somebody to somebody else and you go there with it, you ain't trying to compare to somebody. You actually digging in on somebody.
You making it a point to be hurt.
And if you care about that person, you must not care because if you saying all that, like that's not typical conversation. Like, my past girlfriend, like she was doing that thing all the time, you ain't taking care of business, now you don't. That's digging at somebody at that point. You're not just saying it's a pet peeve. Go ahead, Trey.
No, on a serious note, John, not joking. Steve, is telling the truth, is that trying to hurt somebody's feelings?
Nah, but there's a difference between a pet peeve and then actually digging at somebody. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? It's one thing to sit up there and have a pet peeve, but it's a whole nother thing to sit up there and really take a shot at somebody, you know what I'm saying, why you trying to call it a pet peeve.
Like tell me the difference.
Like the difference is like in that situation where we talking about comparing somebody like, well, my last girlfriend used to do this, but she would wear clothes like that, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm just used to. Instead of saying, and my other girlfriend, she came out bad every time. I don't know what she's doing.
I feel like old people shouldn't even be like, that's not even a topic. Like, you know what I'm saying? We shouldn't even be mentioning anything like that about some type of compare. You know what I mean? Like, because usually when it comes out, honestly, is the person that's using it is intentfully trying to trigger you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? When you say some shit like that, like, you know what I mean? Because that's like a low blow. Like, So I feel like unless you're really having a conversation where you're sitting down with someone and you say, hey, look, when I was in a relationship before, this worked out, you know what I mean? And you're not even making it about the person, you're making it more about the behavior y'all had going on or like what we had going on. Like we had a schedule where we used to do it like this and it worked out better than what we got going, but as far as just comparing somebody, that's off limits, man. I don't deal with that. Don't bring up no other men in my house. Like, that's off limits to me. I wish you would compare me to another man. Like, okay, go. You can go be with him right now. Okay, because that's what I'm saying. Where you at?
Right.
Right now. You feel me?
You know what I would say a pet peeve of mine is if I ask you if something's wrong with you and you say nothing,
Oh, see, I was gonna say that. That was
but
like I didn't see
something,
it.
but
Yeah,
something is really wrong with you,
yeah, yeah.
bring it up
That's
later.
a
I hate
right. Yeah, I hate that. Yeah, that's
it.
what I was thinking of how to phrase that. Like not communicating when something is bothering you, and going. It's like because it's like I don't know. It's like a game almost. Like what's going on? Nothing.
Right,
You really it's obviously something. You know
right,
what I mean?
right.
The energy is still. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Go ahead, Trav.
My personal pet peeve for a woman is personal hygiene. Like
Yeah.
And she better clean the baseboard
huh?
and dirty baseboards.
Yeah, that too. That too. But if you're not able to keep your mouth and your rectorial clean, it's no need for us to deal in any form, fashion, way at all.
So how do you?
Like just
What if she
Did he
does?
say rectorial?
Hold on.
Did he say rectorial? I just making sure. You trash.
I did, Steven, I did.
Are you gonna hit me with Steven tonight, Travis?
Yeah, it's respect. It's respect, brother. It's respect.
Damn.
Travis is over here saying things that he's making up new stuff for new things.
No,
The whole
Steve,
area is now the rectorial. The whole
no,
area is
I'm just
rectorial.
saying, if a woman is not clean, like what? How far can we really go?
Okay, remember this?
Oh no,
Hey, no, listen.
no.
So when you said you're when you're like this and you're like, "My God, I'm gonna take one for the team," and you just do it, and then you throw your clothes on the freeway.
Mm, mm, mm.
Look,
Man, you know how long it's been since a guy like us has had to do the smell test?
Trav just
Thank you.
How long
Trav
it is?
just did it like
If you got it, you go for the smell. You
I'm just playing, Trav. I'm just playing.
saying.
No, but what I'm saying is, say you're with somebody and they didn't have a hygiene problem when you guys got together, or for a month. Let's say you guys were together for about 8 months, and she changed her diet, and now all of a sudden her shit stinks.
I'm gonna look in the crotch of your underwear for any type of leakage. So it's a lot of stuff going on with me. I'm not. I'm looking. Steve, why did you just wipe your face? What is wrong with your face? I saw you wipe your face.
Travis, you are going. You are giving us yo.
He's
You are
giving
letting
credit.
yourself speak the truth tonight. I've been on a few podcasts with you, and you are letting yourself be known for who you are. I appreciate you for saying it.
I'm saying stuff that other men will not say. Ladies, stop bringing dirty undies to the bedroom. That's a pet peeve. You don't do that.
Well,
That's not a pet peeve. That's just nasty.
Yeah,
If you don't know how to
yeah.
wipe your ass or clean your ass, that's just you dealing with a nasty ass.
Needed women bring musty titties to the bedroom all the time.
He said musty titties.
Musty
Yes.
titties.
Yes. Sweat. If you taste them, it's salt in your mouth. That's the problem.
So if
Wait
that's
a
the
minute.
case, guys bring salty balls to the bed all the time. Because
Absolutely.
in head,
And
then
all I'm saying
you
is,
taste them, especially if you're at the, especially
What
if
do
you're
you,
going to
what
the
do you
gym.
expect a man, his balls are near dead man's alley? That's your wreck.
But
That's your.
a woman's bosom is
Not her.
cooped up too in her bra.
They're cooped up
So
in her.
what's the
saying this.
difference?
If you got look at this.
No,
If
no,
you
no.
got
Gracious.
Shut up,
if you
Travis.
got sweaty breasts,
Shut up,
if
Travis.
you listen, look, if your breasts are sweaty, you've been walking around all day, they've been jiggling. Don't let no man suck them because there's sweat between them. And
Okay,
you
well,
can
you gotta
Wait a
say the same
Let me
thing
tell
about
you
balls.
something.
Same thing about
You
me.
gotta say
Travis,
the
let me
same thing
tell you
about balls.
something. Because let me say
This is-
something.
wait a minute.
Hold on,
Committed.
hold on.
I got big old boobs. So I work. I'm a chef. Guess what? It's some crumbs in there too. I ain't never had no problem with nobody eating crumbs.
Tootie, what you should do, Tootie, is they should grab them up top.
Crumbs in the titties.
You grab them up top like
Are we?
I come home with all kinds of crumbs.
y'all old enough to remember pound puppies. You grab them up top like pound puppies and hold them up and rinse underneath them so they make sure that they're straight. That's it. It's simple.
Oh
Yeah.
my
Travis, I'm not
god.
even do all that with you.
Okay, we
You
gonna
gonna
get
eat them crumbs, nigga.
we gonna get our
That's it. Oh my God.
Yeah.
We're gonna get off.
Hey, I'm just gonna
Okay,
go ahead and
so
mute
another
myself.
pet
Though.
peeve of mine is when someone is super like rude. Like when you go out to like a restaurant and you go to order food, they be like, "Hey, yo, man, let me get this," or "Can I get?" No, like you have to have some type of respect for other people when you go and you ordering food or when you're out in public. I don't like to be around
Yeah.
Kind
I
of
get
like,
embarrassed about.
kind of like everybody in the drive-through in Florida.
Yeah,
Oh
exactly.
yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
Always on the
I can't be
phone.
hanging out with you if you want to cuss out the lady because she forgot your straw. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Like I'm
Right.
not doing
Like,
that.
nah,
I don't
you
want to
know,
be
so
embarrassed.
yeah.
Don't
Nah,
embarrass
that ain't
me.
it. That
Act
ain't
like
it.
you got some
You
good
know.
home training. You go
Yeah, you
out.
wanna
Yeah, I
Exactly.
can't do. That's a pet
I'm
peeve of
talking about
mine.
that.
I agree with that.
yeah. You wanna
No,
start
I
World
live
War
with
Three
that
because they didn't
side
give you
over
that
that
ketchup.
one.
What about when your mate
I
acts
live with that.
different? What about when your mate acts different around your family?
Huh?
When it what?
When your mate acts different around family?
Like what? Like what?
Not
You
like
know what?
okay, so let's
That's
say you're cool with the mom and the dad, or you're cool with the sister but don't like the mom or the dad or whatever, or you just act just like this the whole time.
Standoffish?
Yeah, yeah.
That's tough.
So if you're with somebody and
I
they're
dated a
standoffish,
guy one time. And I thought his family was pretty cool people. But one time he got drunk and he told me his mama didn't like him. So after that, I was like, oh, okay. So I didn't like going over there, none of that kind of stuff. So I take ownership of me being kind of like, whatever.
Trudy,
So
why she didn't like you? Why she didn't like you?
because I was
Because
requiring
the
more of
weather
him
changed, she
and
sound
she was
like that.
getting less.
mm. What about, what about, oh my God, Trav, shut up.
I'm laughing at Steve. I heard y'all missed what he said. It went over your head. I listened.
I didn't hear
I
him.
didn't hear
what
what
you
Steve said.
say.
What'd you say, Steve?
I'm glad you called it, Trav. Somebody called it.
What'd you say?
I said she probably didn't like it because the weather changed. She sound like that.
Because her what
You
changed?
Because the
He
weather
said
changed.
because the weather changing, her voice is changing.
Oh,
You ain't right for that, Steve.
No, Tootie don't sound like herself, and it's been a week.
Tootie
I
has
know, and guess what?
laryngitis.
It'll probably be another because
Laryngitis.
it's cold.
Laryngitis stays for like 2 weeks, at least.
But y'all ain't gonna be joking me.
No, it ain't that. I'm just telling you, just the voice is different.
You right.
Yeah, she
You
gonna
right.
call out y'all sweaty balls. But anyway,
Let me get my pen and paper so I can write notes of cuss words and stuff. I'm gonna save my voice.
She's
Tootie,
gonna be like the PSAs on YouTube.
Tootie,
I feel.
Tootie, Tootie.
anyway, next one.
Sound like you should have been the Ohio players.
Here's another one, y'all. If you're in a relationship and you don't allow space to your mate, let's say you work a lot,
Like you smother.
right? And they smother you, like get off the phone, or you know,
That
you gotta,
only is a big deal when you don't really dig the person.
huh?
That's only a big deal when you really ain't digging the person.
Not necessarily.
I need my me time. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I need my space. I need my
I
own
have
personal
none.
space.
Now, if you want to come over here while I'm coloring in my coloring book, then get your ass over there and do whatever you gonna do. But let me color. Like I need my color.
You don't want more the Scooby Doo coloring book?
No, I don't have Scooby Doo, but I have coloring books.
How many?
And they 6, and they do favors for the rest of the world because they keep people from getting cussed out.
So you what?
Yeah.
What the hell is going on here? What kind of crayons you got? Crayola?
No, I'm better than that. I got Prismacolors.
This is some wild shit. I'm learning some shit tonight. Wait a minute.
Travis, they have adult coloring books, and it's to relieve stress.
And I paint, I color, I do all this.
You need to get there and make some cookies. I want some.
We're gonna get back on the topic because Trav keeps trying to get on Tootie, and I'm about to mute Trav.
There we go. Here we go.
We can't see it, Tootie.
To the left, to the left.
No.
You can't see what the hell it said, Tootie.
Okay,
We
y'all.
couldn't see it. All we could see was the edge of the note card.
I'm gonna tell you another pet peeve of mine. Not taking accountability. When
That's a
you
huge
Yeah.
one.
Another woman statement.
and I'm a woman and I'm gonna state that shit because you motherfuckers never take accountability for your actions. You want to
We
play.
don't have to. We don't have to.
And you know what? When we do, we like my bad, and that ain't good enough. Sometimes we can accept it. We can do that. It ain't just what y'all want.
Sometimes
We
y'all
gonna go
don't
back
even
to the
say
other
my
way.
bad.
We gonna go back to what
Sometimes,
Nita said earlier. You was
what about the
expecting
ones
it.
that
It
don't?
didn't
Hold on,
happen. We said my bad, but
hold
that's
on.
not the answer you was looking
What about
for.
the ones that don't say my bad, and they just keep it moving?
Yeah, but my bad is just as bad as being dismissive. Like,
Oh my God.
I can't stand a dismissive.
Yeah, my bad, and keep it moving. No, talk about it.
My bad, too.
Right.
If
Or
I
sweeping the issue underneath the rug and not really discussing the things that are on the surface. So therefore you can get a hold of the situation, really address it, and then move on.
right,
Because when we don't do that, it creates a bigger issue that continues to build for later.
right,
I agree.
Yeah,
But what if Nita? What if my response to you is, look, I done already told you what it is.
Well, tell me again. I need confirmation
I
and
just told
clarification.
you, and it ain't changed from the first time I said it. So what you want me to say now?
So if we're in a relationship together and
Right,
you said that,
right.
then as me, I'm saying, well, you know what? I don't fully understand it, and you need to explain it again until
I need to give you play by play.
on your side.
you need to give her understanding.
So I need to give you play by play.
It's not play by play.
It's not play by play.
Give her understanding of what you're trying to tell her. It's not.
I already told you what it was.
And if I say, okay, so what I understand is this, and you're like, no, that's not what I'm saying. Well, then now you have to explain it until I can understand where you're coming from. You say,
So
I said what I
so
said, and be
Nita,
done.
you didn't get it the first time he said it?
Right.
He
don't
said it the first time. He expected understanding the first time.
But obviously,
now this time you asking for understanding again. He like, didn't I explain it to you first time? You wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, because it needed clarification.
The first time it wasn't understandable. It didn't make sense for
No,
her.
no, no. You didn't like what I said, so you refused to understand what I'm saying. I already
I knew it was coming. I was just waiting on it, Trav. Come on, bring it. Let her have it. Let him have it.
I'm just saying, I told you what the score was on the scoreboard. You want to change the play, you want to change the quarter, and you want to change the score. I told you what it is.
So we understand English, right? We all speak English. Why wouldn't you understand?
Because everybody comes from a different perspective. So if you're saying something,
Nick, let's give a scenario.
Not this time.
Okay, let's do
Let's
it.
give
You
us
should have asked the question the first time.
Look,
scenario.
The
Let's
reason
go.
why Travis is talking the way he's talking tonight is because Tonya's not here to battle with him tonight.
Okay.
I told y'all from the jump. I said, "Oh, y'all in trouble tonight."
Come on, let's do a scenario.
Like, he got it.
Let's do a
Tootie
scenario.
ain't got no voice.
Hold on, Steve.
He's on her heels.
Hold on, Steve. Go ahead, Trav.
No, give me a scenario of I'm telling you, and it's a pet peeve situation, and I already told you what it was. So let me you being a woman, ask me, and I'm gonna tell you how I would deal with it.
Oh hell, Lanita, you got this.
Why you put it on me? Okay, so a pet peeve situation. Okay, well, I said one of my pet peeves was a guy not following through on their word. You say they're going to show up and they don't show up. So explain to me why you're not following through on what you said you're going to.
Make it specific. Trash, a date, a bill. Like what did I not do?
We can say, let's say a date, since we're talking about pet peeves.
Okay.
Let's say a date.
Okay. So I didn't show up completely, or I called you and canceled.
Say this is the second time that you didn't show up, or you didn't follow through on the original plan, and now you changed it and it was subpar to what you said that you were going to do.
Did I decide to still come over and hang out with you, or I just said I wasn't coming?
See, this is what I'm talking about. You need clarification because
you're going.
He's asking the questions the first time. He's not waiting on another time. He's asking questions right here, right now.
But that's what I was saying. What I was doing.
That's what she was
Nita,
doing.
You ask it on the next time.
Nita, as your man, did I come through and still give you that hammer later on that night?
That shit
Wait,
don't matter.
that doesn't even
Don't
count.
matter. You don't say it somewhere. Judy, we can't read it. Shut up.
Yeah,
Yeah, she said, shut
shut
up,
up.
Trav. Yes.
I'm gonna send you some Nikolai throat lozenges and
Send
some
some Ricola.
It's Ricola.
He said Rickolai.
Nikolai.
That was Rickolai.
You country folk over here, y'all can't pronounce nothing. You know what I'm saying? They up there. You need to use them to
He
Ricola.
said Rickolai.
Now, you know what that bad name don't compare me.
All right, y'all.
I
Look,
mean, seriously, y'all. I'm just trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure it out. Like, if a dude tell you what it is, like, why you? What answer are you searching for?
okay, look, let me ask you this. Since I have the list of the women, let me hear from the men's pet peeves. What are your pet peeves with women? Name some, y'all.
Number one for me is truth. Like women not liking stats and truth. I hate that. That's a pet peeve. I hate that. If I tell you that, you go research, you say, well, I feel. I don't give a good goddamn how you feel. The stats say something different. I hate that.
Okay.
I don't give a good goddamn how you feel.
That's
I
okay.
got
It
one
comes out
for
with
you.
your feelings.
Now I got one for you. I hate the toilet paper going underneath. I like my stuff to come from the top.
Okay.
Real spit.
That's a pet
Real
peeve.
spit. I like my toilet paper to come from the top, not the bottom. Real spit. You be sitting there trying to, like, where the hell the toilet paper at? Then you got to roll it all backwards. No, I need that thing to come. I'm going to pull.
Okay.
My pet peeve is when in general, just I don't like excuses. You know, like I'd rather a person just tell me, you know what I'm saying, it didn't get done, or you know what I mean, or like I said, takes that accountability and be like, you know what, I'm fucking up. I need to get on it. You know what I'm saying?
See,
But I
that's
just hate when people just make
accountability.
excuses, man. You know what I'm saying?
They are not taking accountability. So that's exactly what it is. So that is also a man thing. You guys just use different words.
You know what? I got one for y'all. You know what I hate? I hate that we've had a conversation about something. We say we good, but then that same conversation come back around. Like then we dealt with that. Why you bringing up the
because it
past?
still was bothering her. That's why she brought it back up. She's not done with it. She was done with the conversation at the time, but her feelings are still involved and invested in that conversation. She's not
said
over
we good
it.
already though. If we said we good, if you say you good, I say I'm good. Let it go.
Well, that's for you. That's not for her. She's emotionally invested in her feelings.
That's why it's a pet peeve for me. Maybe not a pet peeve for my wife. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Well, I stand with your wife on that one.
I do too.
Well,
What good is it gonna do? What good is it gonna do?
Then why you saying it's good? It's not good.
If it ain't good, I ain't gonna say it. If we still ain't good, I'm gonna say no.
They gonna ride too. They gonna ride.
You know what?
They gonna ride.
No.
They going down with the boat on this one. They sinking.
Look,
they sinking because they already know it's wrong.
Truth of the matter
They know
is
it's
this.
wrong because
y'all bringing
We
that
ain't
shit
in
from
a
5
good
years
place.
ago. Remember 5 years ago on Christmas Day when you like goddamn like
sorry,
know,
Steve.
that's
I
my
didn't mean to
thing.
do that, Steve.
You know, what's that one? What's that one little meme said? I bought that bitch a plunger because this bitches love bringing shit up or something like shit up. Women love bringing shit up. I'm gonna get her a plunger for Christmas.
I'm gonna tell y'all. A lot of times, women will say, "I'm good," just to resolve that night because they're so tired of arguing or tired of fussing to where they just end up just dismissing the whole thing. Even though
and I'm the queen, I ain't finna do this shit. Like, nah, I ain't finna do this.
Yeah. Especially if she's trying to get her point across and she doesn't feel heard, she's automatically just gonna be like, you know what, I'm good. We're good. And then that's the reason why a couple weeks later, a month later,
let me
brings it back up.
Tell you though.
One at a time.
Let me tell you. Hold on, I'm sorry. But let me tell you where the rooting at is though. A lot of the root is at is not listening though. You know what I'm saying? Because you already have your agenda that you're trying to push so much that you like, I'm good. It's like, you good now, then I'm trying to explain the fucking logical, clear thing. Now you don't want to hear it. You know what I mean? But so I would say my pet peeve is when someone you know, they got that energy. Like when it's their point, like this ain't like if this is a court of law, you know, it's like only one side got to argue. Now you like, I rest my case. Like, hold on, the defense ain't got a chance to even. Hold on, now you gonna sit here and see the damn PowerPoint that I put together down there. Exhibit A.
I see my PowerPoint.
You gonna see this PowerPoint, but it's like y'all ain't got the energy now. Now it's like it's distractions, deflections, and everything like that. No, hold on, sit down, be quiet, put some tape on your mouth. You feel me? You gotta, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my point.
Go ahead, Trav. You were saying something.
No, I'm just trying to figure out why you ladies don't understand. Like, you're asking questions about how we feel about it, and we don't care. We just want peace. We don't care. Like, we don't give a damn.
We want peace too, but we want
No, you don't.
peace and understanding.
No, you don't. You want a man that is a female with a penis, and we're not that. We're not that.
Trav.
You know, I don't really have a lot of pet. Like, I don't have a lot of pet peeves
because we don't do all that.
Yeah,
hold on. Go ahead.
Shut up, 2D.
Hold on. Go ahead, Nick.
No, I'm saying I'm trying to think of like pet peeves I have. I think at the age I'm at now, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just not tolerant of so many things, you know what I mean? And I'm already like, you know, with the people or the person I choose to be with now, I'm already like, if I see those things I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna walk away from it. You know what I mean? Like, but of course there are like certain things like we talked about, like accountability and things that just go across the board. That doesn't even have to be in a relationship. That's just with people though, you know?
Right.
But you know, I can't. I'm trying to think. You know.
I mean, but no, I agree with Trav and Nick for the most part. It's like there's certain things we just don't even trip off of. Like it's just like, okay, we good. Like, I'm not even mad about it, but y'all be upset about it. So then we have to talk about it. Then we talk about it. Now I'm getting pissed off about something else, and then next thing you know, we get into a whole nother conversation. When I told you in the beginning that I was already straight.
Yeah, like we don't sit around. Yeah, we don't sit around and be like,
you wanted me to get mad. Now I'm mad. Now we both up in here tripping. Now we got to have a conversation about something completely different than what we originally set out to even talk about.
What about?
Right, like we don't sit around and talk about pet peeves and shit. Like man, you know what my pet peeve is. Like we first, you know, it's more like, man, this bitch tripping, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this girl tripping. Like, you feel me? Like, it ain't no pet peeve. It's bigger than the pet peeves. Like,
but that's what the generation that we're in. Well, you know, the younger generation now, they need to hear from people like us, the older generation, to guide them, because you don't want them to just say, "Oh man, fuck that bitch, fuck that bitch." You don't want to hear that. Like, we're older now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, sometimes you realize like there's pride going to both sides.
What about? I got another one, y'all. What about when people say they're talking to? This is a female thing. This is a question for you females. Trying to change your partner. So you're talking to your homegirl, and they're like, he ain't no good for you, and he's this and this. No, he gonna change. He gonna be all right. He gonna change.
Do you really think he's gonna change?
So coming from a female and a young female, and a mindset being in previous relationships, I've done that. Like, oh yeah, he's gonna change. But I was not wanting him to change for everybody else. I was wanting him to change for me, and then maybe I can show and prove, right? But that never works. Then you get into the mindset of, let me help him out. Let me fix him up. Let me do this. Let me do that. Let me do this. And then you get to where you need to be, and then the motherfucker leave you for somebody else. And then they get, hold on. And then they get the investment and everything else that you put into the person that you had to fix up. And then you looking at him with somebody else wondering, like, man, I bought that whole outfit. The only reason why he knows how to dress and put them shoes the way he put the shoes is because I taught him that.
First of all, y'all don't be patient enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the reason why a lot of women lose out, because you know what I'm saying, it takes us longer times than fucking.
But let me ask you a question. if this brother been catching footballs, say he going semi-pro, and he's 35, how much longer does she have to wait for this nigga to play semi-pro football? Like how much longer? Like this he's still pitching. He's talking about his 8th grade pitching year. He's 47 years old. Like what is she supposed to do with that?
Hey, look,
Leave
I
his
put
ass
on my
alone.
Facebook. I put it on my Facebook last night, right?
Hold on, one at a time. Go ahead, Nick.
Okay, so I put on my Facebook last night, like, why do women get men who can't read, write, or do 4th grade math and think they about to make a business? We about to be a power couple. I'm enrolling my boo in real estate.
I can answer that.
All that,
I
right?
can answer that.
I said, why don't you can go
I can answer that for you.
the hotels where they got seminars right now. It's businessmen already made, baby. You can go sit down, you know what I mean, at that bar and meet one, but you trying to make, you know what I mean, this nigga who, you know what I'm saying, didn't even get GED.
I can answer that, bro. I can answer that for you.
Go ahead, Travis, because I'm going to add the female part.
Well, see, that boy is selling out at home. He licking feet, the back of their neck, they toes. See, that's broke nigga shit. He doing that because he trying to get a contract. That nigga that's holding it down, he said, girl, come on, I got a plan. Let's go this way. But that broke nigga, he's doing everything. He licking the back of that dirty part of her neck. He getting, he doing stuff that we ain't finna do.
Hey, he drinking bathwater.
But the
He drinking
female part
bathwater,
that
hey.
is, if she's not used to dealing with that caliber of a man that's out here already have it built, then she feels as if she can't get to that man's level. So she's going to help build with the man that she feels is already on her level because she doesn't see herself up there. Does that make sense?
I agree. Go ahead, Steve.
I think y'all missing the whole point. Like, I'm gonna put y'all up on game real quick. There's a difference between you sitting up there trying to recreate and make some dude instead of being there with him while he's trying to grow himself. Because him trying to grow himself means he's doing the work himself, trying to grow, and you're with him as he goes through those stages. You trying to build. This ain't a builder, dude. You can't just go in there and mix and match parts and think that this stuff is gonna work and you're gonna have you a complete dude. No, he's the same cat you met. He's the same cat in the hood that was sitting there asking $5 for gas when you met him when he pulled you at the gas station. You know what I'm saying?
But Steve, the thing is, if a woman sees a man that's trying to build and he's making those steps to build, a woman is naturally gonna want to help support, especially if he ain't on no bullshit. A woman is automatically going to want to help support.
He's trying to build. He ain't asking you to help him build. He's building himself.
I'm already in school. Like if I'm already in school,
you ain't necessarily trying to help build him up. He's already building. You just coming along and you just adding to what he's already doing. There's a difference. You're talking about you putting him together yourself. That's never going to
Well, okay, yeah, I did say that, but we're talking about two different scenarios, two different type of men. That's what I'm saying. What you're saying is that if a man is already his mindset is he's building himself and he's working to get to his goals, and a woman comes along, she's going to naturally, and they evolve into a relationship, she's going to naturally fall in place and want to help him continue to succeed.
Need it.
Hold on.
I got Travis. Let's check this out. This is something that Travis said earlier. I think Nick touched on it too. Were you listening to what I said earlier? Were you paying attention or were you just ready to jump on with somebody what they said? I said there's two different types of cats. I said there's two. I said the guy that's building and the guy that you're trying to recreate. I said there's two different. Now, if you want the guy that you want to build, that's fine. Go ahead and back to business. I'm talking about the guy that's trying to grow. So I need you to focus in.
Okay, no, you need to focus because I said the same thing that you're saying. Did you not hear what I said? Because I definitely said the same thing that you said.
You told me the guy got to pick out his own.
No, but I gave you two different examples.
Why you always lying?
Why you lying? Thank you.
Look, No, I wasn't playing that I was trying to get y'all's attention because you guys are talking over each other. Go ahead, Trav.
Nita, here's the thing. I can't speak for other men. But I know some of the fellas on this podcast. This brother started his own clothing line. Steve, you work, you take care of your family. I know what you're saying. But as a man, I don't give a damn about you pushing me. I got my own drive. All I want you to do is to be feminine and be a woman. I don't care nothing about none of that other stuff. You can cut out paper for a living. That don't matter to me. I want you to be a woman.
82.
But I'm not.
You
digress.
shouldn't really
If I
need.
wanted two men, if I wanted a man to be with, I get a man to be with me.
Hold on.
I ain't
Steven
gonna
and
do.
Trav did not hear anything that I said because I gave an example of different men of different calibers, and I said each man will have a different type of woman behind the caliber of a man. So if you guys did not hear that, you guys are not listening.
But the high value dude don't care about you pushing him. He's already pushing himself.
I did not say she would be pushing him. I said if she meets a high caliber man, I said, first of all, I said a lot of times a woman will not get with a high caliber man if she feels like she's not on that level. So she will get somebody on her level and she'll try to get him to advance. That's the first thing I said. The second thing I said was, a lot of times if a man is already at a high caliber level, she has to be put in that position to even talk to that person to be on that same level. When she is on that same level, then they can build moving forward. But either way, if they're in a relationship, she's going to help him some way, shape, or form. She's not going to sit back and be like, okay, babe, just go ahead and drive the bus, and I'm just going to sit here for the ride. A real woman is going to be like, what can I do to help? What can I do to assist? What can I do? What part can I play? That's what I'm saying. I don't know about any other woman, but that's the type of woman.
Agree.
Okay,
I agree with the statement.
so
I
And
that's
agree
you're
with
cool.
right,
But
that.
look,
Nita, you're right. But most of you heifers don't even qualify.
Go ahead, Nick.
so I'm speaking on like a situation. Let's say a dude he's a plumber. He's been a plumber for 10 years. You know what I'm saying? He's doing well. You know what I'm saying? Now all of a sudden you get with him. He like, babe, you should get a fleet of plumbing trucks. You know what I'm saying? And you know become all this. And he's like, that ain't my vision. That ain't what I really want to do. You know what I'm saying? But it's because I feel like a lot of women have got sold this idea of this power couple thing. So now I gotta like he's doing some things that he don't really want to do. Like, man, yeah, she done got this fleet of trucks and shit. You know what I mean? I'm doing all this. So it's like you can't push like it's gonna be his vision. You know what I'm saying? From the whole point. Like you're supposed to be there to assist. And I just feel like a lot of women just put your dick down, man. You know, put your balls down. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like find you a man that you can, you know what I'm saying, that's already built in a way that you want to follow him. Stop trying to make this man something that he ain't. He can't be that.
So we gotta stay on top of y'all are talking about the relationship, trying to be different scenarios. Right. Stay on pet peeves. What's your motherfucking pet peeves? What are your motherfucking pet peeves?
We ain't got none. Y'all gonna be saying them all. I think you said everything.
That's a lie.
I don't got no pet peeves. Like, let me see.
Yeah.
I don't like.
Okay. Let's not even say it's a pet peeve. Let's say, what is some shit y'all don't like about a woman?
I can't stand dirty fingernails on nobody.
Okay.
Bad breath.
Eating
habits.
Don't eat with your mouth open.
And then, like, you know how
and
men would just, I don't like that. Smacking their food. Like, I don't need to hear. I don't need to hear what you're eating. We're eating together. I don't need to hear it. I don't. That's pet peeve of mine.
Unmute you, Trav.
You said don't eat with your mouth open. Did you just say that?
Don't eat with your mouth open.
And eating with your mouth open.
That's nasty. And try to talk at the same time. Ugh, no.
You think a wild onion gonna fall out?
I think some food's gonna fall out and it's fucking nasty. Shit. I don't need to taste that shit while you're chewing it up 20 times.
Brushing your teeth. You need to brush your teeth. That's pet peeve of mine.
Are you kidding?
Don't fall asleep while I'm driving long distance or something like that. At least have some decency to play the goddamn radio or be some good conversation. But if we go on a 2-hour drive and I'm just looking over there, I mean,
and your ass asleep.
That's a pet peeve. Damn, Steve, is that a pet peeve? Like, ooh, shit. I'm about to drive 26 hours, y'all, next week.
Another thing, ladies, them underwear that got the holes in them. Throw them goddamn underwear away.
And throw them dookie.
Throw them holy ass drawers away too. Next.
Yep. Throw them just
awesome titties and holy drawers.
So I'm like that. Since we had quite a few pet peeves from y'all, not a whole lot, but the women I guess I'll win this subject. But we ain't gonna stop here. But I'm gonna close this up. Embrace. Wait, no, that's the wrong one. Shit. See, I'm already reading from the wrong shit because y'all got me all miscombobulated and shit. Communicate how you feel. Your partner does not read your mind. Try to get understanding from them and be real with one another. And on that note, subscribe to L.U.S.T. Let Us Speak Truth, y'all, where we all vibe as family. And we will holla on, what's today? Wednesday. We'll holla on Wednesday. And we out.
All right.